Don't be busy maintaining buildings, monuments, when you can be changing lives, movements. What did he say? Don't be so busy maintaining buildings, monuments, when you can be advancing lives, movements. The challenge before us is to move from monuments to movements. Why do you say that? Because I want every educational center in our community to be a place of inspiration and motivation and innovation and transformation. I want every school building to be a place that gives energy, relevant messages, affirming identity, that there be a buzz in our province. Look at what Halifax region is doing, because we understand, beloved, we understand that if we're ever going to reach our potential, change is not optional, it's necessary.
You know, we have learned to question a lot of the traditional practices, and if we are really going to be developing a really effective, positive learning environment, we need to be adapting to the students' cultural needs.
It changed from having them not being able to fit into the classroom that I had envisioned to me envisioning the classroom that they needed to do their best learning.
It's not just a mindset, it becomes a heart set as well. And they know that they're valued, and that's when learning starts. So I went to the principal, I went to the vice principal, and I said, I would love to take the books that we use in our classrooms and put them in my car. And once a week, I want to invite students to come and read with me.
And the kids that came on a regular basis, they weren't reading the same levels. The levels were moving, going up and up. So it was really great to see. It was exciting.
It's going to go up to about 100,000 feet, and the goal of it was to get a picture of the curvature of the Earth, the blackness of space, and the Graham Creighton logo in front of it, so that Graham Creighton went to space.
So this project made me think that I would like to be an engineer one day.
It's not something you would ever think you'd do in school. You go to school, you think you sit in the classroom and just learn about things like this maybe, but you never think you'd actually do something like this. So it's pretty cool.
The news that's coming here from Orange Grove High is that starting September 2018, we are going to be starting our first Afrocentric math cohort. We're using the same outcomes. All we're doing is enhancing it by infusing it with our own lived experiences, the community experiences. We're looking at it through an equity lens. We're looking at it through an Afrocentric lens, where we're centering our students at the middle of the conversation. It's going to challenge them to higher levels, and it's going to make them feel proud about themselves. But the only way to do it is that we got to center them in their own history. And our history is very rich in Nova Scotia.
Freezing rain and walking home.
My father had gone to the residential school, so I had kind of a little bit more insight to how that all went, and it was pretty emotional. I think it really filled their hearts with a whole different concept of playing that song.
Even the way we would practice was different, because we weren't just practicing it to be like a feel-good song. It was a let's get everyone to think and to remember what happened.
Taking on the project gave you like this responsibility to want to make people understand what they went through.
When we're presented with all these animations and the music, it really gives you that emotion, And I think that's why when we get up on stage and when we really play that music for the audience, that's what connects.
They had their music in front of them, yes, but I think the heart was their director.
This was really something serious, and we put a lot of thought and planning into it to really make sure we had a meaningful concert that's going to stick with people, and it's sticking with me for sure.
Hi there. Welcome to Innovation and Teaching Day.